DCEU we know will no longer exist. DC has 2 years to release 5 movies. After 2024, Warner Bros. Discovery will completely reboot the DCU with a new slate of projects, from The Flash to Blue Beetle, and even the much-needed continuation to Joker. Here are the best DC movies we'll see in 2023 and 2024. Let's start off with Shazam! Fury of the Gods, shall we? Set to be released on March 17, 2023, this is the first DC release for 2023, and it's fair to say that the film lives on high expectations. Subtitled Fury of the Gods, the sequel comes after the major success of Shazam. The critically acclaimed film was praised by both fans and critics alike. Thus, a sequel was guaranteed. Fans fell in love with Zachary Levi's delightful superhero. So far, we know that David F. Sandberg returned to direct the sequel. Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu will appear as villains, Hespera and Calypso. Shazam! Fury of the Gods was supposed to come out in 2022, but there were a couple of delays, and as mentioned before, the film is set to come out in 2023. The fact that Shazam! Fury of the Gods has a close release date to Black Adam makes us wonder whether the two will be linked before Black Adam 2 or Shazam 3 happens. Nevertheless, I have a feeling that Shazam! Fury of the Gods will be one of the best DC releases ever. What are your hopes for the movie? Let us know before we get into more details regarding The Flash. With one of the most problematic lead roles in the entire history of cinema, Ezra Miller is still set to lead the project alongside Kiersey Clemons, Michael Keaton, Ron Livingston, Sasha Calle, and Ben Affleck. The Flash with Ezra Miller in the lead role has been in development for longer than you can imagine. In fact, it's been almost a decade since DC first announced the film. Different directors signed up for the movie, but decided to leave. In total, the film changed 4 directors: Seth Grahame-Smith, Rick Famuyiwa, John Francis Daley, and Jonathan Goldstein. They all departed, which is why the project faced so many delays. It was finally announced that the movie engaged a director who will stick to the project, Andy Muschietti. The Flash is set to open the DC multiverse as Miller's Barry Allen continues changing the past, which leads to him confronting multiple universes. He'll reportedly confront a universe in which Michael Keaton is Batman. The Flash comes out on June 23, 2023. Although we are still waiting for more plot details to be revealed, we do know that The Flash will be a loose adaptation of the Flashpoint comic storyline. For those not familiar, this is a story in which Barry Allen completely ruins the timeline by constantly going to the past in order to save his mom from dying. He goes back to when he was a child. There's also the storyline in which his father is wrongly accused of his mother's death. The Flash is expected to stay loyal to the source material, with the only difference being the changes in the timeline after he goes back in time. As mentioned before, he's expected to run into Michael Keaton's Batman from the Tim Burton movies. Another film DC fans can't wait to see is Blue Beetle. Set to be released on August 18, 2023. Blue Beetle is one of the most exciting releases of 2023. The movie was first announced in 2018, but it wasn't until 2021 that the film was officially given a green light, and Angel Manuel Soto was announced as the director. Shortly after the big announcement, Soto revealed that Blue Beetle will be set in the DCEU. There were some rumors suggesting Blue Beetle will be released as an HBO Max exclusive, but those are only rumors. And we assure you, the movie will be one of DC Movies' 2023 theatrical releases. Yolo Maradina, known for his incredible performance in Cobra Kai, is set to play the titular character, with a lot of reports claiming we'll also see Blue Beetle's villain Carapax, the Indestructible Man. Raul Trujillo has been cast in the role, and he'll appear alongside Bruna Marquezine as Jamie's love interest Penny, and Susan Sarandon as Victoria Cord. Sounds quite promising, right? We also know that you need to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Okay, seriously, the DC film I'm most excited about is Joker: Folie à Deux. Sadly, we'll have to wait a little bit longer to see this project, as Joker: Folie à Deux is set to be released on October 4th, 2024, with Joaquin Phoenix playing the titular character. This film also lives on high expectations, and a recent report confirmed we'll also see Lady Gaga in the sequel. She will play Joker's love interest. Gaga's casting was followed by mixed opinions, and while some fans claim she'll be great in the role, others are not so satisfied with the choice. What do you guys think about it? Even though the Joker is set outside DCEU, it is still one of the most needed sequels. Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar for his performance in the 2019 film Joker, after all, and his performance was indeed perfect. Titled Joker Folie à Deux, the new film was written by Scott Silver and Todd Phillips, with Phillips returning to direct. Lady Gaga will, as mentioned before, play Harley Quinn in what the creators refer to as a musical sequel. Recent reports also claim that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is the worst DC film. Set to be released on December 25, 2023, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom encountered a bumpy road because of, well, a lot of things, but mainly because of one especially problematic cast member. James Wan's Aquaman earned more than $1.14 billion at the worldwide box office, and thus a sequel was guaranteed. Wan returns as director, and Jason Momoa is set to reprise his role of Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman. It looks like Amber Heard's Mera will still be showing up in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and some fans are quite angry with DC's decision to keep the actress in the film. Or Patrick Wilson, Atlana, Nicole Kidman, and Black Manta, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, will also reprise their roles in the sequel. And based on the subtle of the follow-up, the underwater city Necros is the main setting. The critics' reviews following the recent test screening of the Aquaman sequel are a bit harsh. The insiders who watched said that this was the worst movie of DCEU. Only time will tell if this is true. The story of the sequel is said to focus on Aquaman and Ocean Master joining forces and embarking on a wild adventure. Some reports claim the film will feature a cameo from Batman, with Ben Affleck returning to reprise his role. Again, the film lives on high expectations thanks to its predecessor, but we'll have to wait and see whether the follow-up will be any good. This is the last film created under the previous DC oversight, which is why fans refer to it as the end of an era. One of the most exciting DC releases that we'll see in the following years is without a doubt Black Canary. Some people say we shouldn't expect this film to come out in the following 2 years, as Black Canary is expected to come out in 2025 at the earliest, but others claim Black Canary will come out in 2024. So yeah, it's a bit confusing. This is yet another DC film that has been in development for quite some time. 2020's Birds of Prey was praised by critics, but it didn't do well box office-wise, which is why the creators weren't sure whether to make a sequel. In August 2021, a Black Canary spin-off movie was announced, with Journey Smollett reprising her role as Dinah Lance, Black Canary. The film was first announced as an HBO Max original, with Misha Green set to pen the script. But that's it. That's all we know. Oh, and we do know that you need to smash that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. No news about a director, no news about cast members, and no plot details are available. There are, however, some rumors suggesting Black Canary will arrive in cinemas sometime in 2023 or 2024. See you in the next video.